subscribe? Tariq Radio. Why you subscribe?
These black Americans on my feed at the resorts are so annoying. I can't wait for them to fix the airport so y'all can get back the home. We tell down now, we don't want to know Jamaica, because the mentality is so and it's so crazy. It is the black Americans. You know, the one them we think could understand we more and be more nicer to we. And them are the up one, and them are in trouble. Let me make this very clear for y'all. As a former resort worker, regular we want tell you to go suck on the mother. I'm not care what watch and no understand. Yeah man, a regular we want tell you to go suck on the mother. Cause on attitude just up. Hurricane Melissa has been a warning long before it reached. Y'all knew this shit was coming. Y'all came and find everything to complain about and come on the internet with it. Y'all need to get the fuck home. We don't give a who choose not to come back to Jamaica. Keep on a bumbuckler money and go on elsewhere with no attitude. Yeah, I see this big fat sour one named Simora or whatever the she name. Go home. Let me have the picture Hungry Belly Girl. See Hungry Belly Girl. Yeah, man. No top complainer. I resort them for food and five. She wants a 5-star service during the hurricane. That is a category 5. So you're a princess. I see it. One your bum.
I'm seeing that some Americans that came to Jamaica, they over here complaining about Jamaica, complaining, oh, they getting bagging foods and being ungrateful. One thing about my freaking country, y'all go there for vacation. Y'all go there to vacation and love it because they are welcoming to y'all. They welcome y'all into their country. You don't see no other freaking Caribbean island welcoming people like Jamaica do. And y'all got the nerve to sit here and be disrespectful. And they helping y'all. They helping y'all. Well, their families and everything. And they everything is breaking down. And they still there helping y'all at hotels. They should have left y'all to starve. But no, they're so freaking nice and so welcoming. Y'all got my country fucked up. That's why I hate America. Fuck this freaking God.
This message is for all the Americans that are in Jamaica right now on vacation, that are making all the whining videos complaining, oh, I missed my flight, this, that, and the third. I saw this one girl saying, oh, there is no panic. I just want to take this moment to apologize to you all. I'm sorry that you guys have never experienced something like this, but Jamaica is facing one of the worst hurricanes in history. And as a Jamaican, seeing you guys on my timeline whining about stupid stuff just irritates me so bad. Because I'm trying to see the locals. I'm trying to see what's going on in the country. And every other video is one of y'all complaining, whining about something. And if you had done your research, you would know that this time of the year in Jamaica, it's hurricane season. And that is why the tickets are so cheap. So please to be a little bit considerate. Because you see, when you leave and come back to your life, people's lives will be in shambles in Jamaica. People will lose their life. People are going to lose everything they own, everything they got. So every time I see y'all whining and complaining, it really irritates me, bro. Because it shows that you guys are being insensitive. Come on, be considerate.
Share. Okay, everybody share the space. Everybody share the joint. Let everybody know we're here. We're live, ready to chop up game as we always do. I'm feeling better, guys. I'm getting over the little cold I had, but I'm still a little congested, but I'm here. Yeah, yesterday when I did the broadcast, was it yesterday? I did a Twitter space yesterday. I was on here a couple of days ago. So I was thugging it out, but I'm good. I'm good. All right, so everybody, I'm going to have you, folks who want to get on, start raising your hand. You know, I did get that mule and tea. I did get it, and that's been helping. I have gotten a mule and tea, and that's very, very good. Thank you so much. So, yeah, I'm a little stopped up, but I'm here. I'm here with you guys, man. We're going to thug it out. We're going to chop it up like we always do. Before we start chopping it up, y'all need to start spreading the word. Let folks know we in here. We got a couple of hundred people in here the first 30 seconds, but let's run that up. Let's everybody do this. When you come in the room, look up there and hit those hearts. When you come in the room, hit the hearts and throw the gifts up there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to shout some of you guys out. You put the hearts up and throw the gifts up. I'm going to start shouting folks out big time. All right, we got Morpheus, Ron, Tierra Dynamite, Ty Powell, the legend, Row Motion, Brother Leo in the building, Respect, Ronan, Alaska. Shout out Miss Cameo, Center Rose, Respect. So yeah, let's get those hearts up. Everybody get the Frank from Chicago, get those hearts up. All right, let's run this thing up. Let's let everybody know we're in the building. Now let's get right into it, family. What I want to talk about, have y'all seen this discourse happening on social media where foundational Black Americans are really getting thrown under the bus because of something that happened in relations to the hurricane out there in Jamaica? For those who don't know, or if you're living under a rock, there was a devastating hurricane that hit Jamaica. Some people lost their lives, a lot of major property damage down there, and prayers are still up for the people of Jamaica. We don't like to see people suffering. We want them to get it together down there. We hope everything is all right, and we hope people are safe down there. But man, a lot of these people, some of these non-FBAs, especially Jamaicans, some of them, I ain't gonna throw all of them under the bus, but hell, enough of them, they've been really directing their vitriol towards us. Even before the hurricane hit, I saw a tweet by somebody. I should have retweeted it. It was so strange. It was like, a hurricane is coming to Jamaica. This was before the hurricane hit. And Tariq and them FBAs out here talking about delineating with a catastrophe happening. What? I saw this before the hurricane. I'm like, what the hell? Are these? I'm like, I know this fool ain't low-key blaming us for the damn hurricane. What kind of shit is that? But nevertheless, the hurricane hit, and I guess there were some tourists over there who were stuck. And some of them, a couple of them made some videos. One lady made a video. She was at a resort, and she was kind of complaining to the resort about something. And boy, they used that as an opportunity to attack us. Who is this? Ella Zalea. Let's get this one. Ella. Hello, Ella.
Hello.
How are you?
Say so. No.
Okay, get your ass out of here. How you gonna ask to get on my joint and then get off? Okay, that's a new thing. A lot of people be asking the co-host, how's she gonna ask to get on it? No. Trick, you requested to get on my joint. The hell is that about? Get your puffy face ass out of here. All right, well, I need to really get my mods together. Well, hold on. Leo, where you at, man? I need to give some of my mods all types of powers to get these folks up out of here, because we ain't gonna have the problem we had the other day. We ain't gonna have the problem we had the other day. I had that Syrian woman on here with that old baby. Respect, no disrespect to the baby, but I think that was a grown ass man wearing a Cocoa Melon onesie or some shit. I don't even think that was a real baby. But I couldn't get her up out of here. And man, they make it real difficult to get them people out of here. Hold on, let me get Leo. I'm gonna give you some more moderator powers. Hold on. Live recordings, I get a copy, manage guest, Adam. Okay, there you go. Leo, I got you. I gave Leo some more mod powers. All right? Leo, I just gave you some more mod powers. All right? All right. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, we're not having that problem no more. Because I'm still learning this joint. I'm still learning TikTok. And it was, man, it took me forever to get that lady off. It's not like you can just push a button and get rid of them. You had to go digging, and oh man, that was very annoying. Very, very annoying. So I don't want that problem again. All right. And when they start showing kids, I'm very sympathetic. So I'm like, damn, I gotta give something. That's part of that FBA spirit. When they know how to play at our heartstrings, showing the kids, they know FBAs, we ain't gonna leave no kid hanging. And I was gonna give the kid a couple of hearts and emojis or whatever money, because I don't even know how this money works. I don't even know, to be honest. I don't even know how this stuff works. I know I get a lot of gifts and there's a lot of money, and I didn't even know that. And I started making money on this thing by accident. So, I try to give gifts and stuff to help other people. And I was going to let her hold something. She was holding up the can of formula. She needed some formula. I could have got her some formula. I just didn't know how to get it popping. But again, we got to be very careful because sometimes these people be playing at our heartstrings. And they, I need money for milk. And you give them some money and they go run out and get some Syrian meth. They run right to the damn meth lab. So we got to watch out for these folks. We got to watch out. But like I was saying, guys, ladies and gentlemen, and again, y'all share this. Let everybody know we're live. Share this. So again, going to the Jamaica thing. So there were some people in Jamaica. They were complaining, a couple of people at the resort, and they used that as an opportunity to start attacking foundational Black Americans, calling us all types of names. Now, come to find out, the women who were complaining at the resort, they were sounding like us, but they're really from Bermuda. They were like their fellow Caribbeans, but they were just using our dialect, basically. They were Bermudan. But that don't matter. They were still using that as an opportunity to crap on foundational Black Americans. They were getting into this whole thing, excuse me, where we're all entitled. Oh, the Black Americans they're entitled. Oh, you're not reading the room. And boy, they were making videos in Jamaica and outside. You had a lot of them over here making videos. Well, why don't you just leave the island, go home, Bumbaclad. You're entitled Black Americans. They were really on that hard body. A lot of them were doing that. Telling us to go home, we shouldn't go there. We don't read the room. We're spoiled and entitled. We're the worst Black people ever. Oh, they were really using this as an opportunity to go in. They were really using this as an opportunity based on a couple of interactions that they've had with some people over there. Bombaye, did you say we're entitled? Hold on, let's get Bombaye in here. Bombaye, hop on in. You said we're entitled. Let's talk about it. Boombaye, whatever your name is. Hop on. You said we are entitled. We're entitled as F. So hop on in, Boombaye. And you can get on camera too. That'd be great. Boombaye, hop on camera. Mrs. Boombaye or Mr., because I see a rainbow flag, so that can be something. Bombaye, waiting on you to get it right. Waiting on Bombaye to get in here. All right, Bombaye is having trouble. Okay, Bombaye, you in here?
It's Bombay.
Bombay, okay. Bombay. Okay. Bombaye, you Jamaican?
And I'm of the lineage. I was talking shit.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not no damn Jamaican.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like Jamaican saying that we're entitled.
No, you said that they was talking about that we feel entitled. I said, yes, very much. We are.
Oh, there you go. Okay, there we go. Okay, there it makes sense. Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. I thought you were Jamaican talking shit in here. I'm like, let's get into that. Thank you, Bombay. Okay. All right. I thought they were going against what we were saying. But listen, let's get into why a lot of this vitriol is directed towards us. Let's get into that because basically a lot of them are just using the hurricane situation as an excuse for their pre-existing cultural resentment towards foundational Black Americans. Let's be real. We got people like Revenue, who's Jamaican, who calls up, and some of these other Jamaican cats who call up, and some of them have a lot of vitriol towards us. They got a deep-seated resentment towards foundational Black Americans. You see? So this hurricane incident, that just gave them an excuse to basically unleash that resentment under the guise of criticism. Yeah, they already had this resentment. I'm telling you, even before the hurricane hit, they were low-key blaming us for some reason because of delineation and all that. See, what they do, they're projecting a lot of their own national frustrations So who's this? Oh, who is this person? High Life.
Hey Tariq, I just wanted to talk to you. Hi, Tariq.
How'd you get in here? I didn't even invite your ass in here. How'd you get in here?
No, I requested. You invited me. I got on. I requested.
I did. I don't remember hitting the button. What kind of magic are you doing? Shit is that?
Can I just ask you a question before I go?
I go, but where you
Like,
from? Where you from, by the way?
I'm from London.
London. But you're Caribbean, right?
No, I'm not Caribbean. No, I'm not Jamaican. No.
Okay, you're Nigerian then, right?
I'm West African. I'm not Nigerian. I'm Ghanaian.
Ghanaian. Okay, there you go. So what's on your mind, High Life?
I just want to ask you a question. Like, do you know the history that you had with white Americans? Correct me if I'm wrong. Why did you guys
Wait. The history of what? Wait. I didn't understand you. The history of white Americans? What?
No, the history that you've had with white Americans. Why would you integrate with them? Correct me if I'm wrong. I just wanted to know because.
What?
Like, no, you
you
don't
just ask
understand
me
the question.
why would we integrate with white Americans and you're Ghanaian in London?
No, you're not understanding something. I'm just
What
saying
am I not
integration.
understanding? A
No.
Ghanaian in London is asking me why we integrate with white people? Huh?
I'm just asking you a question. I'm just asking the history of had
I'm
with them.
asking the same thing. Why'd you go to London?
I'm not in London. I left. I went back.
No, I don't even think you're in Ghana, sir. I think you're still
Why?
I think you're up in Brixton right now.
Okay, look, Laura, I
Why would
hate
you
these
ask
white
me that?
supremacists
Why
more
would you
than
ask me
do.
that? And you're from London. You were born and raised in London, right?
Sorry, let me ask you another question. Do you know who
No,
Paul Miller is?
no. Hold on.
Paul Miller.
What kind of projection is that, though? That's a projection, sir.
I'm not projecting. I'm just
That
asking.
is
Do
a
you know who Paul Miller
projection.
is?
You up in London, and you know the history of London. London decimated your homeland. The British Crown, they were the main ones decimating your homeland, sir.
I'm just asking you a question. Do you know who Paul Miller is? I'm just saying.
Paul Miller?
Yeah, Paul Miller.
Who the hell is that?
You know who Paul Miller is? You know who Paul? Okay, I just thought you know who he was.
Who the hell is that?
No, is this wannabe white supremacist guy? He goes around calling black people niggas and all that type of stuff. He's in America. He says that black people are this and that. Just nonsense. All of that. He's not even white. He's a gypsy.
Okay, I don't know who that is. I don't know. We don't follow folks like that. I don't know who that is.
Okay, do you know who Marquette Donovan Burton is? Marquette.
No.
You don't know who those guys are?
No. Okay, are you just going to ask me about random people I don't know? You're wasting time, sir. Why are you asking me about these random people? We don't care about
those people.
Why the hell would I know these people? What made you think I knew them?
No, I just thought because people will push ridiculous shit on the internet, and I like to say that you know them or something. My bad, my mistake. I thought you knew this.
What kind of you're pushing ridiculous stuff on the internet. That's why you know ridiculous people.
No, I don't know.
You are. You up here talking about.
I just see it on the internet. That's it.
No. You look up and follow ridiculous people because you're kind of ridiculous, sir. Just the questions you're asking are ridiculous.
On my For You page. That's it.
You did what?
I just see it on my For You page. I just randomly see it on my For You page.
Right, but yes, sir. You don't call up projecting a lot of your insecurities onto us, talking about our history with the white tea people, and you fled up there to London. Your family went up there with the white tea people, the main people that were decimating all of Africa, basically. Right?
Yeah, I know that. I understand that. I know, but
Yeah.
I'm not
So
in London.
why would you ask that? And you up there with the OG white tea supremacists?
No, I was like, because you guys were obviously segregated, and you obviously did better on the segregation instead of integrating with the white people. Like, you guys had your own successful communities, didn't you? You had Black Wall Street, and that was successful.
Okay, what are you saying? What are you talking about?
What I'm trying to say is like the history that you've had with the white people in America. I'm not trying to say anything like that to try and denigrate you, but I'm just trying to understand the history you had with these people in America. That's it.
Dude, you got to focus on the history that y'all have with the white tea supremacists in London with you, because you're not integrated with them. They have y'all cornered off somewhere. They got you cornered off in Ghana. The white tea supremacists in Ghana, they live in their own little walled compounds. They don't live among you there. So they live segregated in your homeland with all of the great amenities that you're not even allowed to have, sir. Right?
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
Get that together. Why are you talking about what we do? We're fine. We're fine. You got to get your stuff together, sir.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to ask you a question. Is like I don't think you really understand. I'll just ask you.
Yeah.
It's just I was just trying to answer your question so you
No,
can
you're
probably
doing a lot of
understand. But
projecting, sir. It's a the question is, boy, you got a lot of nerve to ask that question, talking about why did we integrate with the white supremacists. Wasn't about really integration because we're not really integrated now. It's all about being able to move freely in our own homeland where we pay taxes to. That was the issue. We didn't want to pay taxes for all of the amenities and all of the services here and not be allowed to utilize those services in certain areas. That's what we were fighting for. We weren't trying to live with the white supremacists, but we weren't trying to have them tell us where we couldn't go in our own
yeah,
damn
that's fine.
country.
That's fine. I understand that.
You understand
You
that?
guys want the
So
freedom.
yeah,
I
we
understand.
stopped
Understand.
that. We weren't going to let them limit our movements. So
That's fine.
that's why we can go wherever we want to go. But and some of y'all can't, unfortunately.
Okay. I
Uh-huh.
just no like. Would you prefer that blacks in America had their own nation state where you had your own land, your own country, for you to build up a military to kill these white supremacists?
Now you talking dumb, and you
How am
deliberately
I talking
talking. You
dumb?
talking dumb on here.
How?
You don't say no shit like that on no damn TikTok, you idiot. You
Wait, what
giggling
am I
musty
saying?
tether. You don't say no shit like that on TikTok, you musty giggling tether.
What am I doing? I'm not doing
You don't
anything. I'm
say
just
no
saying.
shit like that. Why would you say some stupid shit like that on TikTok? You ain't gonna bust a grape. The hell you talking about? Your pussy is spread open up there in London right now with porridge dripping off of it.
Tariq,
Get
I
your ass
always said
off
that.
here.
Would you
The
prefer
hell
if
out of
you
here
guys had
saying,
your own country?
get your ass off here. You ain't gonna bust a grape. Talking about why don't we do that's Fed talk almost. The hell you talking about? He's deliberately saying bullshit on here. You ain't slick, Tether. They're trying to say some bullshit so that we can get a ding on the page. You little dirty Tether, you know what you're doing. Yeah, you trying to say something deliberately slick. I didn't invite him up here. I did. How he got up here is beyond me. We gotta watch these cats. Y'all not gonna bust a damn grape. Y'all ain't gonna bust a grape. Y'all seen that video coming out of Kenya where this white T man is up there like a jail or something and he's punking out the damn black police officers, those Kenyan police officers. He's punking them out. He's putting his finger in their face, cursing them out, spitting on them, and they're just sitting there. Y'all seen that video? They're just sitting there letting this dude punk them out. I'm like, man, do you know how much foot would, man, y'all know good and well that shit wouldn't roll with us at all. Man, this dude is punking them out. Y'all the majority over there. These people are punking you out. Scared of that dude. Man, we would have mopped the floor with that damn dude. They pull some shit like that. Listen, we got a different spiritual energy, ladies and gentlemen. It's foundational black Americans. We have a different spiritual energy, ladies and gentlemen. That's why the cowardly Tether who called up trying to project his own insecurities onto us, we ain't submissive like that. Foundational black Americans, we come from a lineage of rebellion, not no submission. We've never accepted bondage silently. From Nat Turner, Gabriel Prosser, Denmark Vesey, Stoner Rebellion. We've always had a legacy of open resistance, not no quiet ass endurance. And that spirit, that was baked into our damn DNA. That's why y'all remember the thing in Montgomery, the fade in the water. When them white supremacists tried to jump a brother, instinctively, all the other brothers and sisters pulled up out of nowhere instinctively, because that's in our DNA to not let that bullshit go down. You understand? See, what the continental Africans, they faced external colonial forces. We were dealing with these white supremacists inside the belly of the beast, the belly of white supremacy. So we had daily proximity to the oppression. So that required constant resistance. Yeah? I got these people trying to get on. Hold on, family. Ma'am, how can I help you?
Huh?
How can I help you, ma'am?
No?
Ma'am, get your ass up out of here. All right? Get up out of here and find you some business, ma'am.
Gimana go? Yo, jump lali.
Goya, nothing. Get up out of here. Leo, can you get her out of here? Oh, there you go. Thank you. All right. I got to learn how to get these folks up out of here. All right. All these people, random people requesting and ain't talking about shit. Thank you, Leo. Shout out to brother Leo, man. Leo is on it. Well, we ready now. I ain't playing no games. We got Leo on the case. Shout out to brother Leo. Getting them up out of here. We ain't playing that. But like I said, man, we as foundational black Americans, man, we had to live next door to these white tea supremacists, man, and that required constant resistance. We had to fight harder, fight smarter, and we just didn't have the luxury to play games like that. And we were conditioned based on our circumstances to stand our ground against these people, not just the system. See, the continental Africans, they always talk about the government. The government is corrupt. They own that. But they don't confront the individual white tea supremacists. We, foundational black Americans, we have a culture of direct confrontation with racism on all levels. Police, random citizens, whatever. You bring some white supremacy to us, we gonna stand up to you. So there's this culture of zero tolerance for open damn disrespect. In order for them to get at us, they need the military, which is the police. The police is backed up by the military, and then they still got to corner us off some damn where. You know? We got a zero tolerance for open disrespect from a white tea supremacy. A random one? Shit. A random white tea supremacist? Oh, they're getting the business. You know? And that cultural icons of resistance, that's embedded in our foundational black American identity. Harriet Tubman, Malcolm X, Fred Hampton, Deacons of Defense. We were raised on stories of everyday heroes who fought back, dude. Raise your hand if y'all from the South. Y'all raise your hand if you're from the South. Anybody who grew up in the South or got family in the South, y'all always heard about that one old black man somewhere that white folks know not to fuck with. Always one old black man somewhere in the South that white people knew not to even play games with. And that's probably your great granddad or something. Some of y'all got a great granddad, a great uncle, somebody who was not to be damn played with. And the white tea people knew not to play with them. Oh, I knew a couple of them down when I lived in Leeds. There was a couple of them. Did somebody say, your uncle? Yes. The white tea people knew not to play with them. They knew not to mess with them. You understand? There's a reason why that old black man got a certain level of respect. He wasn't about no bullshit. You know? So your granddad. Real talk. Some of them were not playing games. There's always that old black man who everybody knows, okay, yeah, we going to, yeah, how you doing, Mr. Johnson? It's going to be some respect for that old man because he'll air your ass the hell out. You know? But yeah, we have stories of that. We know folks who stood on business. So that made us stand on business. And foundational black Americans, we didn't inherit a colonial mindset. See, a lot of these continental Africans, they were colonized in ways that conditioned their population to associate whiteness with authority, with civility and like economic opportunity. You see, that's why they always bowing to the queen and the king of England and all that. Yeah, when the king shows up, they all dropping on their knees. Prince Harry, the queen of England, they rolling around on the ground. Remember when she died, all of them non-FBAs rolling around on the grass crying. Dude, we ain't never bowed down to these people like that at all. We ain't bow down to colonizers, and no, we ain't never done that. Yeah, our framework of identity, that was built on resistance, not reverence. We weren't idolizing these folks. And our struggles, we look at it as sacred and intergenerational. See, we're part of a spiritual continuum of resistance. We resist to honor our ancestors. They put that spirit of resistance in us. That's a cultural thing that we have that we honor our ancestors with. We continue the fight. We look at that as a moral obligation to push back against injustice, no matter what the cost is. And another thing, man, real talk though, we ain't relying on NGOs and foreign aid. Like, can we keep it a bean? A lot of these continental Africans, like that tether who called up, they are caught up in foreign dependency. These white-led NGOs, these white missionaries show up, these YT aid organizations show up, and that creates a passive relationship where they show up with food, clothes, and grain. So they don't want to offend their helpers. They don't want to offend them people. So when the Sally Struthers and all them people show up, they really get to buck dancing because they depend on them for food and medical supplies. We ain't never had that burden. We don't wait on permission or charity. No, listen, like going back to the Southern black folks, raise your hand if you got a grandparent or you had a grandparent who had a damn garden behind the house and next to the house. Damn near all of us. We had our food. We knew how to grow food. We know how to be all right. All of us, you're a foundational black American, you got a grandparent or great grandparent, even your mama now. If they live in the South, I ain't talking about up in the northern places, but in the South, everybody's grandparent had a damn garden. We knew how to grow our damn food. Yeah, fruit trees. We grew up with fruit trees, man. We play in the backyard and go get a plum. We had big ass plum trees, fig trees, apple trees. So yeah, we knew how to get it. Yeah, we weren't waiting on nobody to drop off no UNICEF rice. So yeah, when you waiting on that, yeah, I got an orange tree in my backyard now. So yeah, we knew how to, yeah, grapes. So yeah, we knew how to handle that. Especially Alabama, where my folks are from. Yeah, my grandma still, and at the house now, my grandma passed almost 20 years ago. The garden is still there. Yeah, okra, all that stuff. Beans, green beans, squash, beets, sweet potatoes, everything. My grandmother would grow everything. Pecans, yep. Yeah, you got some Alabama folks. Y'all damn sure had a garden. Strawberry, we had strawberries too. Yep, absolutely. But the thing is, man, we ain't dependent on that. So yeah, when the white supremacists show up being disrespectful, we ain't holding our tongue because we don't want to offend nobody. No, you're gonna get the business. You're gonna get the business. And that's just what it is. So going back to what I was talking about as far as what's going on in Jamaica, going in on what I'm talking about, what's happening in Jamaica and why these people are denigrating foundational black Americans. They're projecting a lot of stuff onto us. They're disguising their anti-FBA hate as a hospitality critique. You understand? They're talking about, oh, you rude Americans, oh, you rude black Americans. And then also a lot of it is social media clout. They understand if they start dissing us, they can get clicks and views. Look, anti-foundational black American commentary, that's like a clout chasing niche on social media right now. Just bashing foundational black Americans under trending topics. It gets engagements. It gets likes and shares. So a lot of these tethers are just basically seizing the opportunity. That's why they always have to mention us. They always have to make these trollish videos and trollish live streams mentioning us for whatever reason, because that's the only way they can get some traction, you see. But real talk, even before this hurricane, have y'all been to the Caribbean? How many, if you've been to the Caribbean, raise your hand, especially Jamaica. Let's keep it real. There has always been a contempt that some of those people at their resorts have for foundational black Americans. Not all of them. Some are cool. And again, I got a lot of folks who work outside the resorts of Jamaica who are actually cool, and I'm cool with when I go down there. But family, down in Jamaica, places like that, the Virgin Islands, oh, I had a horrible experience at the Virgin Islands. I'd never go back. We went to the Virgin Islands, and I talked about this before. I talked about how rude and funky the people were. They had a resentful attitude towards me and the family for some reason. I'm like, and I kind of put two and two together and kind of saw what the game was. It's just a real funky disposition. And I've seen a couple of attitudes like that at some of these resorts in Jamaica. A lot of them have resentment towards us because foundational Black Americans, we represent a type of freedom that a lot of Jamaicans, they feel like they've been denied, and other Caribbeans. When we visit Jamaica on our own terms, vacationing, relaxing, enjoying the scenery, and some of these people who are living there, they work these grueling hours, low-wage service jobs in foreign-owned resorts. So that contrast, that creates a resentment dynamic. You see, and they look at it as like how these niggas enjoying our homeland and we can't. So that there's a lot of passive hostility. Yeah, us enjoying a lifestyle that they can't really enjoy themselves. They look at it like that to a certain degree. Yeah, because a lot of them, to be honest, the narrative is that we're supposed to be better than those foundational Black Americans. See, the white tea supremacists would tell them that old horse crap. The colonizers would tell them, you're the good blacks compared to those lazy, spoiled, foundational Black Americans. Oh, you ain't like them. You're right, I'm not like those niggas. And then when you see foundational Black Americans thriving, confident, affluent, culturally dominant, that challenges that colonial myth that they've internalized. So that creates a little contempt. Yeah. And that tourist culture, that forces a lot of locals into subservient roles. See, that Jamaican tourism industry is built around serving foreign, often white tea guests. So when we show up with money and we have high expectations, some of them locals, they subconsciously start resisting being in a subservient role to somebody who looks like them. Because they don't act funky to the white tea people. I'll tell you that. They don't act funky towards them. Because, dude, I've been in a resort and I've asked for towels, and I've had to ask, like, can I get some extra towels, please? And they would have an attitude about it. I've had this a couple of times in Jamaica. Like, yes, can I get some more towels, please? And it became a thing. I have to keep asking, I have to keep calling down, little shit like that, little passive aggressive shit like that. You know? The thought of them having to serve a Black American, and that puts a bug in their ass. You know? Come on now, some of y'all experienced it too. You know? And the thing is, the fact that we can travel freely, we go in and out, and a lot of them, they can't leave, you know, which they want to leave. A lot of them can't leave. We can just hop on flights going back and forth, stay at a resort, rent a jet ski, leave when we please. And a lot of them, they can't afford to even leave their parish, let alone the island. So that creates like a trapped resentment. Yeah. And then not only that, they have to work at the resort and then serve us. So you know, it's like, oh, these niggas, I hate them. I hate them. Yeah. See, freedom of movement, that's a form of power. You understand? And foundational Black Americans exercising that power, that triggers a lot of envy from these people whose financial situation limits their movement. Yeah. Let's be real. Do we have any Jamaicans in here? Hey, family, we know, have y'all been to a Jamaican restaurant before and y'all saw the rude ass? That's like a common knowledge, a rude Jamaican restaurant owner. That's almost become a stereotype at this point. The stereotype of the rude Jamaican restaurant owner. You go to a Jamaican restaurant, you telling them your order, and they want to sit there and just have the most stank attitude with you. You dig? Yeah, that comes from somewhere. That comes from somewhere, family. That's deep-seated. That's a deep-seated resentment, man. All right, let me get some folks in here. All right, let me get some people in here. Let me talk to the family. All right, let me get Miss Halo up in here, Sister Halo. Let me get some more folks in here. If any Jamaicans would like to chime in, what
Yeah,
goody?
Tariq, you know I can't do my job without full mod powers now. I can't drop nobody or nothing like that. You made me mod, but I ain't got mod powers.
Okay, I gotta hook you up, dear. Hold on, I gotta hook you up. How you doing though?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You know, I want to tell you about that dude, Casso. Casso, you might want to bring him up here because, you know, he was talking real greasy on your name, you and Afro Elite name the
Oh,
other day. I had to go up there and check him real quick, but he dropped me real quick because, you know, he can't handle my mouth. So he dropped me. So he had you on his prompt, had about at least like 600 people in the room
oh,
talking real greasy, talking about some he believe in black and brown unity crap. You know, just talking real reckless about FBAs,
okay. Let me.
spreading lies, talking real down on reparations, telling us that we dumb for even believing in reparations. And I'm like, this dude is Jamaican descent, and he's lying and
Oh,
saying he's FBA, right? He's lying and saying he's FBA. And my whole thing is, how you gonna speak on reparations and worried about what we fighting for in America when you ain't never fought for shit in your homeland? You come over here with that failed mentality and think you gonna put it on our people. But yeah, he was talking real greasy,
yeah, okay. I'm gonna
real
try to
reckless.
get.
Had Afro Elite in you on his backdrop.
Okay, there you go. Thank you, dear. I'm gonna try to get him up. Queso, hop on in, brother. Because I see in the comment, yeah, I know a lot of these people want clout. They can't do anything. Y'all can't eat without us. You need clout. You can't eat without us. That's just what it is. Goody, what's up, good? I think that's your name.
Yeah, it's Goody. What's up?
How you doing, Goody? What's on your mind, ma'am? Are you Jamaican?
Uh-huh.
There you go. Are you over here? Where you're in New York? Where you at?
No, I don't live in New York.
Yeah, where in America do you live, dear?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay. What's on your mind?
Nothing really. I was watching.
Okay.
I was about to go to sleep. And you invited me up here. So what did you want to speak to me about?
Yeah, it looked like you were in the request queue, so I brought you on up. So
I didn't request.
okay, but since you're here, so
Okay.
where's the resentment coming from your people towards us? Why are they so resentful towards us, man? Your opinion.
I don't know what you're speaking of. I don't have any resentment towards African American people.
Okay, but there's a. Have you seen any of the videos of people kind of denigrating us because of the hurricane situation?
You mean anti-blackness that is global? No, I don't. I don't participate in anti-blackness. I don't watch anti-black videos. I don't participate with anti-black people.
Right. Okay. But yeah, a lot of people from your homeland, they seem to have a bug in their ass about us, and they've been very critical of us for the last couple of days, and they've been doing a lot of viral videos denigrating us. So
Who? Well, I haven't seen these videos. What are you like? You have a
okay,
video to
all right.
show me?
Thank you, dear. Okay, thank you. All right, Queso. All right. Queso, hop on camera, brother.
It's Casa, man. I'm not jumping on camera. I'm chilling at the crib, brother.
Okay,
I'm
you don't want
chilling
to
at
hop
the
on
crib.
camera? I like to know who I'm
Nah,
talking to.
don't. I will if I'm at my office. I'm not hopping on camera now.
Okay. Now, what were you saying about us, Casso?
Mars, don't mute my mic, Mars. I can just lead the conversation. It's not that important.
I didn't see nobody muted the mic, but go ahead.
One of the moderators did. I'm not sure what your mod was talking about. I came over here and I never done anything in my homeland. I'm from Memphis, and my family has lineage all throughout the Mississippi Delta. So I'm confused as to why she think I'm not who I am. But
Well,
yeah,
she said
to
you were
me, it's
Jamaican.
about this.
She said you were Jamaican. Are you Jamaican?
Nah, I'm not Jamaican. There ain't many Jamaicans in Memphis. Um, I
So
had a
what?
conversation with I had a conversation with the minion, Afro Elite. I don't understand his position.
Minion? Why is he
He
a minion? A minion of what?
patriarchy.
He's a minion of patriarchy?
Yeah, patriarchy.
What does that
White
mean?
conservative man. All of his talking points, he sound like a white conservative man when he speak.
Okay. Now, number one, okay, so now I don't believe nothing you said because that's a lie. So you came in lying on Afro Elite. He's not a conservative.
No, he sound like one.
Okay, so now you lying. So now, yeah, everything you say got to be questioned now because you
Right.
come in lying. So now you're
I
lying.
mean, you've been lying, so both of us liars. Let's just
I'm
keep
not a
lying.
liar.
Well, neither am I.
Well, you just lied
I don't
now.
know. No, I want to know y'all political plan. Y'all good with the anti-blackness and anti-brown, but what's the political plan for black people in the country?
What's
How do you plan to compete with white people politically?
aren't you a tether, sir? You didn't compete with nothing.
No,
You a
I'm not a
tether.
tether. No.
You a
I'm
tether and you
foundational
lying
black
about it.
American.
No, the fact
I'm
that
a
you're lying.
foundational black
No,
American.
you're not.
Yeah.
You lying like a
Yeah.
tether.
And you a nigga with a curl.
The curl is on your mama's pubic hairs, and I comb them out.
Yeah, the
That's
curl
where the
on you,
curls
nigga.
are.
The
The curls
curl
are on
on
your
you,
mama's
nigga.
pubic hair,
I
right?
read your book, Mackin. I read your book, Mackin.
Well, okay. And did you learn
You wrote the
anything?
book, Mackin, right? With your
Yeah,
pimping ass.
I'm pimping your mother, right?
Hey, Mom, don't mute me. We having an open conversation. Two
I'm
foundational
pimping your
black
mother.
Americans. Right.
I'm
I read your pimping ass book, pimping
and I
ass nigga.
and I got on your mama
Right.
got that pimping ass book game, didn't
How
she?
much Trump pay you, nigga?
How much your mama pay me?
How much
How
the
much your
Confederate
big back
troops pay you, nigga?
how much your big back mama pay me with
You a
her
motherfucker.
money? Huh? How much your big wide back mama pay me?
Mods, let me have a conversation with the man, Mods. I know.
Come
Let
on.
me have a conversation with
Why
this
did your
nigga.
big back mama pay me? Huh?
Why your
Hmm? What you say, punk ass?
why your pillows wet at the house, nigga?
Because
Jerry curl rocking ass nigga.
because of your mama's breast milk. Because I milk them breasts every night. That's why, right?
I would say the live creator. Now you mute me. We gonna talk or you gonna mute me so you can get your jokes off. We can
Yeah,
have a conversation.
that's how that works. Lying tether. All right, you
Jerry
lying,
curl rocking ass
you
nigga.
lying, Flair. You lying on me. That hey, you just listen. You can't say nothing about me. Everything you said about me is a damn lie. That's how thorough I am. You a fleeing ass tether though, and that's the truth. You a
You didn't mute
fleeing tether.
nobody else.
Yeah, I don't care.
You
Yeah,
didn't mute.
I ain't got no damn curl, none of that shit. That don't bother me. You gotta lie on me, you fleeing tether. All right, your punk ass trying to get clout off FBA daddy.
Jerry curl.
Yeah. Fucked up hairline. All right, that don't bother me. I ain't got no curl.
Don't mute me
Your
now,
mama
nigga.
got curly coochie
Don't mute
hair.
me now.
No, I mean we ain't gonna hear you. You ain't got nothing to say. You just lying and
We
trolling
having
for
a
clout.
conversation.
So I got to make it interesting because your trolling is boring, sir. You're just
Right.
saying the same thing over and over. So yeah, so basically you just use our name in order to get clicks and views like a tether.
Nah.
Because ain't nobody checking for you. Ain't nobody checking for no fleeing failed tether. So yeah, you gotta
Right.
speak on us, sir. That's why you're resentful, right? That's why you're resentful because ain't nobody checking for you unless you latch on to us like a biatch, right?
Keep spamming that mute button, boy. Keep spamming it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because this is my house. Yeah, this is not the immigration office. Caso.
I'm not the nigga to talk to. You know it.
You what?
You know it.
You what?
You know it. You
I,
know not to let a nigga like me speak.
oh no,
Yes.
you're not, because all you're doing is just lying like a bitch. So this ain't the bitch hour. All right, this ain't the OnlyFans hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you ain't saying
This
nothing.
y'all leader. This y'all leader. You can't handle me,
Ain't
nigga.
no leader. No. There is no leader. I lead your mama. I lead that bitch. That's the only leadership I got. Leading your mama to the whole stroll. All right. And
Let your
she have
whole blood.
trick babies like yourself. All right, little old sassy punk. Lying about your lineage because you ashamed of who you are. Yeah, you know, old jealous ass tether. I ain't gotta lie about my lineage. I don't have to lie about my lineage. And I ain't got to latch on to another damn man or other people in order to get clicks and views. Nobody's checking for you. Yeah, you're not going to come up here just lying. Talking about some black and brown. That's tether talk. That's tether talk. Black and brown. He came in lying on Afro Elite. The hell out of here, punk. Come on now. And don't try to sound tough. I hate when these dudes call up trying to sound tough. Ain't gonna bust a damn grape. You were a bitch in your homeland, you a bitch now. You ain't gonna bust a grape. You run up on an FBA, you get popped in the mouth and then go run and file for a U visa. Yeah? Trying to get clout. They say they always confuse macking with pimping. He knows. This fool didn't, he never read my damn book. He knows that. And the tethers, they think people are dumb. They don't know Mac and pimping two different things. Yeah, we know that. But Tether's like that a lightweight. He knows. He's just lying. This Tether ain't dumb. This fool up here talking about some patriarchy. Shut the hell up. You're disrespecting Afro Elite. You don't do that. He didn't have, somebody said, he didn't have no points. He just wants to come in here and lie for clout. He came out the gate lying. That's what we don't do. You're not going to get a platform to just come up and lie for clout. Lying and trolling. That's all they're trying to do. He didn't have shit to say. No, you don't get to hop up in here with bad faith ass arguments just for some goddamn clout. He need clicks. Just like they do in their homeland. They need clout. They need somebody to feed them.
If you're looking for a festive night out with real energy, pull up to the Hilarious Harvest Hangout at the Hidden History Museum on Saturday, November 15th at 7 p.m.
This is not your regular comedy show. We're talking live comedy, culture, and straight up good vibes inside one of the most unique venues in Los Angeles. Hosted by Tariq Nasheed and Dwan B, featuring comedy heavy hitters Chris Spencer, Daphne Springs, Mario Hodge, and more surprise guests in the building.
You don't want to miss this. Complimentary dinner is included, so come eat good, laugh hard, and connect with real people.
So we want to see you in the building. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com to get your tickets now. That's hiddenhistorymuseum.com.